Hello world, Shelly here, and today we're going to do a little deep dive into some ingredients that are in some of the products in the May Ipsy Glam Bag, Boxycharm, and Icon box. But first, some updates. Where I've been, what I've been up to, what's going on. Missed a couple videos last week. It's all good. You know, last week was final exams week. I teach at JMU if you are not aware. And that's just the busiest, most craziest time of the year because the end of spring semester is the end of the academic year. It's graduation time for the seniors. It's insanity. It's just insanity. So that was finals week. I almost made it. Like I almost had enough videos and then I ran out of time. It's also the beginning of like spring vendor event season kicking into gear. So my weekends have been taken up with vendor events, which that's when I usually do all my YouTube stuff. So anyway, I turned in my grades a couple days ago. What day is today? Yeah, a couple days ago. I don't even know what day it is. We're 2 days into summer and I don't even know what day it is. And so that's done. Not really. I have a summer class that starts on Monday, but it's remote, so it'll be good. I'll be fine. I'll be working from home. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm leaving in a couple days. Yeah, a couple days. For just a weekend away. A little kickoff to summer. Gonna go to North Carolina. We're gonna see Parliament Funkadelic and George Clinton. Yes. I've seen them with Dave Matthews Band several times and they're awesome. So gonna go to North Carolina, little casino action, little concert time. It's gonna be good. Yeah, so that's where I've been. If you follow me on socials, you probably saw me post that I also started a 5-course program, an international natural and organic skincare formulators program. I've gotten my first diploma from that program for natural skincare formulation. I'm a certified formulator. Yeah, that was the easy class because that was stuff that I mostly already knew, so I got through it pretty quickly. The rest of them won't be easy. There's one business class that's all about like marketing and social media, so I'll probably fly through that one too. But the other 3, so right now I'm in module 2 of the advanced cosmetic skin science course. Whoo Nelly, my brain. So that's kind of why I want to do this video like this, because I've been obsessed with reading ingredients on things, reverse engineering formulas, all kinds of stuff like that. So you can expect to see new stuff coming soon through my handmade skincare stuff, and you can expect me to be a bigger nerd than I already am. Note, reading glasses, they're right here. They're ready to go. So I'm going to go through some products that are in the May Ipsy. If you're familiar with Ipsy, they are a subscription program where you have a few different tiers of options that you can pick. You get monthly products in the mail. If you're already familiar with them, I will put a link or a timestamp down below on the screen so you can see it and you can click it in the description box if you would like to skip ahead to where we start breaking down what's in these boxes. But if you're new to Ipsy, I do have a link in the description box that it is an affiliate link, so I do get a little commission if you use my link for the very first time you join. I appreciate if you do, but I recommend them either way. I paid for them for many, many years before they knew who I was. So the Glam Bag is a monthly 5 deluxe sample size items, of which you get to pick one of them. And that's $14 a month, and the value of the Glam Bag is at least $70. Let me get the Glam Bag out for this month because it's beauteous. I know, that's not a word. Secret Garden is the theme, and look at how it matches my nails. I did not plan that. Beautiful bags. I'm obsessed with these. I use them for everything. I save all of them. I have years of them. And they've gotten way better quality over the years. Thank you, Ipsy. Let's just say, I mean, it's been years. I've got some of the OG ones were really good too. I love their designs. They're just good. So that's a Glam Bag. Then you've got Boxycharm, which is like a step up from the Glam Bag. It's also monthly. You get 5 products, but they are full-size products. You get to pick 3 of them, and it is $30 a month, and the value is at least $200 a month, or up to $200 a month. I think it's up to 70, up to 200. Ziva. Now, 4 times a year, May being one of them, quarterly, every 3 months, there is an option to get the icon box. Now that is an upgrade that replaces your Glam Bag or your Boxycharm, and it's curated by some celebrity of some kind. Patrick Starr has curated this month's icon box, and that one is 8 full-size products that are worth up to $350, and that is $60 per quarter. So once every 3 months, if you subscribe to the icon box, it would be $60 instead of your $14 or your $30, and it would replace your Glam Bag or your Boxycharm. But I'm pretty sure that you can also be a member of like multiple, so like you can get the Glam Bag and the Boxycharm, or get the Glam Bag and the Boxycharm and add the icon box on. Like you can mix and match and get them all. Ipsy does send me these free of charge, gifted by Ipsy. Thank you, Ipsy. I don't have all the items that you would get in them. I just have like a version of each one, of one Glam Bag, one Boxycharm, one icon box. So this is not representative of everything. It's just some samples of some things. All right, here we go. Let's dig into some of these things. So this is the Glam Bag for May. And in the Glam Bag this month, we have a beautiful brush. Already digging into the glasses. I still have Sherlock, don't worry. Sherlock is still here. I can't read this. I can't read the brand. Slimmest Glam, something Glam. The handle's gorgeous on this thing. It's like a highlight brush. That's what I would use it for anyway. I would use this as a highlight brush. It says it's powder R03. It would also be a nice under eye powder brush, but I don't use under eye powder so much. We also have a Vintage by Jessica. It's probably another person who I should know who this is, but I don't. Herb Skinned. I don't know who that is, but it's a beautiful lip color. Nice nude. So all the Glam Bag stuff is deluxe sample sizes. I probably should just look at the card that came with it. It probably tells me what that item was. They don't put all the items on here though, so no. Oh man, I didn't get the Elemis cleansing butter, but that's apparently one of the things. I love Elemis. Well, they got some good stuff. Not the stuff that I got. I got other stuff. But, yeah, so I don't know what that brand is. What else do we got in the Glam Bag? I just threw something on the floor. Not sure what that was. Okay, so I've been seeing this trend. Hyaluronic acid serum mascara. They're putting actives into mascaras. And, I don't know. I like it. That's a good trend. Ooh, ABH Clear Brow Gel. Let me put that right in my brow products, because I always need more brow gel. My favorite, though, you know, is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I'm wearing it today. I don't have a lot of makeup on today. This is like I'm pushing as far as no makeup could possibly go. What am I wearing right now? Jones Road Pinch Cheeks. Is that the shade? Yeah. On my cheeks. Nothing else on my face. I am trying out. Kiss just came out with the new natural. Lifted Effect. These little wispies. Now, these are not the, like, pre-glued ones, so you do have to use glue. I was using, which one did I use? The Superflex glue. But the tray for this is really cool, and maybe all trays are like this and I just never noticed it. I don't know. There's a little glue pocket down here. So I just put a little bit of glue in there, and then you just dip your lash band in it, and it's way easier than trying to fumble around and squeeze out the right amount onto your lash band. So these are the over the lash, not the under the lash kind. But I was curious because the under the lash ones, they're super fast and easy because there's no glue to mess with, but I can feel them Like, I feel the weight of them on my lashes, and so if I did it regularly, I would get used to it. But I was curious if these would feel lighter weight because they're on top, and they do. So I've just got 2 of the smalls on each of my outer corners, and then a tiny bit of mascara, which I'll talk about in a minute, because ironically, it's the one I'm wearing is the one I got in the box, but I already owned it. So I put it on because I put mine on, and then I opened the box and I saw it. Anyway, I can't feel these at all. And you know what's going to be even better? If I can wear these for a couple days without them coming off, that's not going to happen because I sleep on this side of my face and they're going to come off. But wouldn't it be cool if I could? But I think these went on really fast doing the glue that way, so I could see myself making this like a no makeup kind of thing. Oh, I'm also wearing Lawless. This is not the shade I put on, but one of the nude ones. I did a whole lip swatch video of them. The nude ones are super cute. That's what I'm wearing today. So, what else do we have in our Glam Bag? Dallas & James Skincare Watermelon Dream Cloud Cream. Fancy. I don't know what I dropped. Oh, good. It wasn't from the box. It was just my e.l.f. under eye brightener thing. Okay, I didn't drop anything from the box. Did I talk about 5 things? That's number 1. That's number 2. That's 3. That's 4. Clearly, I took something out of the box and I set it down. Maybe I did drop something. I don't know. I'm missing something. Anyway, that's the Glam Bag. It's gorge. Alright, let's get into Boxycharm. Here's where I want to dig into some ingredients, y'all. So, the Boxycharm, they've got a lot of botanicals this month. And I should have made myself some space first, but I didn't. So we're just going to have to go with this mess here. Messy, messy. Ooh, forgot. In the updates. I know, I never had my YouTube anniversary celebration. My anniversary is back in February. It's May now. I know. I'm way behind. But I'm catching up. So, like, I've already designed the t-shirt that celebrates the event. I've got some things set aside. I've already got a gift card for a giveaway. I've got some products set aside. I'm going to give away some t-shirts. So, it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, let's say. Let's put that out there. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll post it on socials. Follow my page on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. I will put it there. My TikTok is really more of just me being goofy, so I don't know if I'll put it there, but maybe I will. Follow me in all the places. We're not going to talk ingredients on this one. I'm opening it for the first time right now. I am Woman. What's your superpower? From Ciate London. Ooh, I think this is an eyeshadow palette. I'm guessing this is an eyeshadow palette, and as long as it's not neutrals, well, maybe even if it is, I will do an eyeshadow look with it. Not today, but another day. Oh, I got more stuff coming for you guys. Alter Ego has a new palette coming out. I can't tell you about it yet. You're going to have to wait a little bit, but I have it. What's Up Beauty just did a launch that it just launched on the 10th, so I can talk about it. I have it right here in a box. I opened the box, but I didn't open all the products yet. But there's some lipsticks, and I think there's an eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to do a video on that. I have a bunch of new makeup. Some drugstore, some Sephora. I have foundations from the Sephora sale that I still have to review. I got lots of stuff coming. Let's see what's in this eyeshadow palette. Yes, we'll do a video with this one. This is pretty. Oh, yes. This is like all purpose. We got pops of color, but it's like everyday wearable. We got, yes, there's some neutrals in here. You can still go neutral if you want to. There's some pinks, there's some purples. This is beautiful. There's some cool, oh, look at this color. I want that on my eyes. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, go Boxycharm. You got me. You got me there. All right. Let's talk ingredients, shall we? Well, let's just get the mascara talk out of the way. One of the things that I will have in a giveaway bundle for my anniversary celebration will be the Polite Society mascara, which I had already gotten here. And then it showed up in the Ipsy. It's in Boxycharm this month. And so when I reviewed, I've been wearing it a lot because it's right in front of me. When I reviewed the Polite Society foundation, it's way up there. I love this foundation. You know my other two favorites, NARS Light Reflecting Foundation and the Guerlain Terracotta. This is up there. It looks just like the Guerlain on my skin, but without all the fragrance, which you know I'm not a big fan of having fragrance in my facial skincare. Yes, and then when I posted that video, they were just, new to me. I didn't know much about it, and I did not realize it was the people that had founded Too Faced. And I had stopped buying Too Faced, not in any big dramatic fashion. I was just like, I didn't like some of the things that were happening I was seeing on social media, and I just, I vote with my wallet. So when you guys in the comments were telling me that Polite Society is run by them, I don't know if they left Too Faced. I didn't want to read the drama. I just didn't want drama. I'm in a no drama phase right now. We gotta just there's enough drama in the world. The world is dramatic. We're gonna keep it non-dramatic whenever possible. So I was like, ooh, that made me do the emoji face that's like, eh. So then I had to come to a decision. Am I going to move forward and see what happens in this venture? Is there a new leaf being turned over? I'm also a big fan of second chances. So I said, yeah, we're gonna move forward and we're just gonna keep an eye on this. They saw this video and then sent me PR. And keeping an eye on it, I'm just, but what they sent me was the mascara. And it's really nice. So I'm wearing it, so I only have two wispy things basically to the center of my eye, on each eye, on the outer corners. And so then the mascara is the inner half of my lashes. I don't like putting mascara on underneath falsies because then I think you can see my natural lashes more and it just looks weird. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I doing it wrong? I guess I don't really care if I am. But I'm really liking this mascara. So it is in the Boxycharm this month. And so far, I've been wearing it for about a week. It's getting a seal of approval from me. The wand is a little pokey, but I have not poked myself in the eye yet with it. And I will say, because it's like a Christmas tree shape, I don't know how else to describe that. Tapered. It is a little easier to control, and maybe that's why I haven't stabbed myself in the eye. You know I like a bigger brush. I like my brushes thick. But I am liking this mascara. It did hold up to some sweaty, hot setup and tear down at a vendor event. So there's that. Why am I caffeinating? I'm filming this at 8:22 p.m. Probably a bad idea. But that's my whole life. Now let's talk some ingredients. Gonna need my glasses. Alright, also in the Boxycharm, from the brand 8 Saints. I feel like a grandma when I do this. Not familiar with this brand. This is the Soulmate Brightening Treatment. Hyaluronic acid, glycolic acid, vitamin E. Now, just from that, I know, hyaluronic acid is an ingredient that it's a humectant, it attracts moisture, and the glycolic acid is your exfoliating acid, your chemical exfoliator. That's where the brightening idea comes from. The whole, slough off the dead skin cells at the top layer. Oh gosh, I'm ready to start throwing all the skin words, the squams and the epidermis and the I won't get all that. I won't get all that crazy with you. Maybe I will someday. I don't know. I'm gonna try to talk plain English that's how I like to present information. I think it's more understandable and digestible that way. And it's got vitamin E, which is good for your skin, also good for antioxidant purposes. And so when I looked at the actual ingredient list on this puppy, plumps the skin, multi-dimensional exfoliator, blah, blah, blah. yada yada. But then I saw this ingredient list, right? And it is like, whoof. At first I thought that's got to be 2 languages, like just back to back or something. But no, it's all English. And or I guess the Inky list, the international version of the ingredient list, right? Oh, I really need that. I can't read that at all. I turned 50 this year. That's another thing I need to decide. You know how I always, makeup and skincare over 40? Well, 50 is over 40, but when I turn 50, well, I guess I would still do 50 because I'm not over 50. So I guess when I turn 51, then do I switch to hashtag makeup over 50? I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? If I'm 51, I'm not. I'm 49 right now. I'm going to be 50 in October. If I'm 51 years old, is it disingenuous to say makeup over 40, even though that's technically true that 51 is over 40? But am I dipping too far into the age pool? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I want to be as genuinely honest as possible. And I don't know if people care about any of that. So you tell me. So I was looking at these ingredients and I was like, holy cow. Because my first gut reaction when I see like a massive ingredient list is like, I'm sorry, the reflection has to drive you crazy. I'm sorry. My first reaction is always like, ew, I don't want that many ingredients. I formulate with as few ingredients as sensible, Each ingredient needs a purpose. I don't want extra fillers. I don't want... Now I'm dropping things. Just waving my hands too much. But then I read through it and like, there are 20 different extracts and essential oils in this formula. And most of the rest of it is like your typical normal stuff. Now, once you get to the preservative in an ingredient list, you're pretty much at the point where it's the 1% or less. And ironically, for this one, that is like after 15 of the extracts that are in here. So that would, assuming they did this right, which is supposed to be, the very first ingredients have the highest concentration all the way down to the lowest. And once you get to 1%, it doesn't matter what order the rest of the below 1% is in. So if they did it right, like if they did it the way you're supposed to do it, that would mean that all of those other actives are in there at 1% or higher. And very interesting, because normally if they were in below 1% each, I would be like, you're just loading these things up for label appeal, like because there's such a little amount that you can't get any benefit from it. But if there's 1% each of these things, I would think you can get benefit from it, which is really interesting to me. My fear would be a lot of natural extracts can be sensitizing to the skin. There are limits of percentages that you're supposed to stay under for different ones, and I would assume they adhere to that. But they can be sensitizing, and if you're going to be, like, I'm not sensitive to most things in skincare, but if something is going to bother my skin, it's going to be a natural extract or an essential oil. I don't know why, but it's true for me for sure. So I would say that's probably the worry with something like this, because if it's got that many different natural extracts and essential oils, you're probably upping the chance of being sensitive to something. But I think if you're not sensitive to this stuff, they've got a good amount in there. Assuming they did their ingredient list properly, there's beneficial quantities of those things in there. So that was fascinating to me. I haven't tried that one yet, but next up, I don't have ingredients to go through. Well, yeah, we'll talk a little bit. All right, this is from Half Caked. Can you tell I don't script my videos? I'm just making decisions on the fly. The Script primer and a lip liner. Now, I will say, initially, when I saw this package, I thought, what a genius product. A lip primer that's actually like a colored lip liner that you could just fill in your lips with before you put on your gloss or your lipstick or whatever. That's not what this is. I think it is 2 different products. I think when I open this box, there's going to be 2 different things in here. Or a double-sided thing. Yeah, it's a double-sided. So there's one side, there's the other side. But it gave me the idea. Someone needs to formulate a lip primer pencil that had, like, it's a one-step primer and pencil. So here's where we'll talk the ingredients. So the primers, lip primers, well, a lot of primers actually, are typically either silicones, like face primers are very often silicones, which get a bad rap. They're actually not bad for you. I did a whole video on silicones like years ago. We're talking like pre-pandemic years ago, probably like 2017, 2016, 2018. It was a long time ago. I like silicones. I actually think they're beautiful, and they're safe, and just, anyway, not every single one of them, but the ones that are like dimethicone, for example. But primers for the lip are very often going to be waxes. Now, this is a vegan product, and I am now learning how hard it is to get vegan ingredients that behave as well as some of the animal counterparts. But this one, in the ingredients for the lip primer side, it is vegan, and they've got a couple different waxes, several synthetic waxes, of course, because they're not from animal derivatives. Candelilla, I'm probably saying it wrong anyway, wax is the one that I used in my tattoo balm recipe that I'm currently testing out, and a couple others they've got. I might have to try. I don't know how I would make pencils, because I don't think I have the capacity to purchase anything that can make a pencil. But maybe I can make like a, something's in a balm tube, like these kind, that's like a primer with color that would give you that smoothing. Because I love lip primers, but they're usually just clear, and usually they're not clear because they're waxes. They're usually like a white cast to them, and then you have to put the color over. What if you just made it a color? How has nobody thought of that yet? Or does it exist and I've just never seen it? I don't know, but this gave me that brilliant idea. And bravo to the script, because if you pulled off anything with a vegan wax, I'm going to say bravo to you, because it's not easy to do. I mentioned my tattoo balm. I formulated a tattoo balm and a hair pomade. I've got 2 tests going on right now. If you follow me on email, if you're on my email list, in my updates, I've been getting better at sending out updates. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to keep in touch with you guys. I'm still way behind on my messages on my social media, but I get there eventually. But I sent out a call for people that wanted to help me test my products. Get on my email list. I'll put the link down below if you're not on it already. And my tattoo balm uses that same Candelilla wax. I don't know how to say that. Now my nose itches. You see how my nose turns red when I talk? It's really annoying. The last thing in the Boxycharm, in my Boxycharm, there's other things. Love script. Your body is a temple. Polish it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Do you polish a temple? I don't know. That confuses me. Lauren Francis. That's who makes this. Or who said that. I'm not sure. Her name's on it, though. Whoever she is. We're in that mode again. I don't know who these people are. Sugar Plum Body Polish. So, of course, I flip to the ingredients. This one is, that must be the brand. Distributed by Lauren Francis Inc., made in China. They're out of California. So the ingredients, I was curious about this one because I just wrote up a formula. I haven't tried it and made it yet. But I just bought sugar today at Aldi to make like a sugar scrub, body scrub like this. Well, turns out it's not going to be anything like this because my ingredient plan is nothing like this. But they've got sodium chloride, glycerin, water, then the sugar. It's a really runny formula. Like, I don't know if you can tell. Can you see how much of it's very, very liquidy, which mine's not. I'm not planning to be that liquidy. The interesting thing, then, carrageenan, which first made me think of an animal product thickener, and I'm getting them confused. This one is a thickener that comes from a kind of seaweed, like a sea moss, but it's pretty controversial, at least in the edible form, because it's the way it's processed, and I guess in ancient days it was processed naturally and it was good, but the way they process it chemically now, you lose all the goodness of the seaweed. I don't know. But that was what was interesting about that. The fact that the recipe is nothing like what I'm planning to do. Yeah, so that Carnaginen was interesting to me. And my recipe won't be anything like this. Let's get into the icon box. So this quarter's icon is Patrick Star. So of course we've got some stuff from his brand in the icon box. I didn't read my little newspaper yet, but I will. First, this one I just want to show you the bottle because it's beautiful. Dermalactives Purifying Cleansing Gel. Look how pretty this bottle is. It's just a cleansing gel. Let me look at the ingredients. I don't think I had anything to talk about with this. Yeah, pretty typical cleanser type product I'm working on. If you guys follow Tara Lee on YouTube, you wouldn't unless you formulate skincare stuff. But she's a DIY, easy, beginner-friendly skincare. If you've ever wanted to make some of your own stuff, go check her out. She just posted, I'm pretty sure it was a recent video, unless I was digging back in the archives, a dupe for a Native body wash. And these cleanser ingredients, the surfactants in here, are pretty much standard issue. So this is water, SCI, I don't pronounce these all very well. So sodium cocoyl isothianate, I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, the CB, I just call it CB because it's such a long word. Cocamidopropyl betaine is the other surfactant. Those two surfactants together, very nice. That's what I use in my shampoo bars. If you've ever tried my shampoo bars, I love my shampoo bars. Glycerin, we have hyaluronic acid, some peptides, some aloe vera leaf juice, some collagen elastin, and then some calming stuff. So we have some chamomilla, we have some vitamin E, we have some sesame oil. Very, very end is fragrance, so this is a wash off, so I'd be fine with that. There's some collagen in here. I don't know how valuable something like collagen is in a rinse-off product. You're not having it in contact with your skin for very long, and then you're washing it away. It might just be there for label appeal, but this bottle's beautiful. This looks like a really gentle cleansing formula, so that made me happy. I will use it, and it's beautiful. It's going to look great on my sink. All right, let me show you what we got from One Size, Patrick Starr's brand. We've got the Point Made Waterproof Liquid Liner Pen, and we've got the Lip Snatcher Velvet Flex Cream and Cushion Gloss Lip Duo. That looks like a nice nude, and that looks like a nice dark brown. Eye pencil lip. The foundation I tried I really liked, and I've been intending to try more One Size stuff, and I haven't, so I'm glad I will have the opportunity here. It's one nice thing about subscription boxes, I almost always get things that I haven't tried or wouldn't have tried on my own, and I like the exposure to new things. Next in the box, this is the icon box from Kosas. I love them. Grow Potion Fluffy Brow and Lash Boosting Serum. Here we go with the putting the actives into the brow and the lash stuff. Okay. I like Kosas. They're clean beauty. It is not easy to be clean, y'all. And of course it depends. Clean, natural, they don't have regulatory definitions. So it's really just marketing terms. So you have to decide what's your definition of those things and go by that. So like you can look on Sephora's website and see what their definition of clean is. They basically have a giant list of things that are not in a product in order for it to be clean. You know, natural can be either straight from nature or it can be naturally derived and not using certain processing methods, but it doesn't mean that it's not processed. There might be some synthetic components to it as long as they're not, you know, damaging the plant material and the benefits. There's so many definitions out there. Anyway, Kosas is good. And this is going to go right in my brow products as well because you know I like my brows. I do have brow gel, and did I mention that when I said what makeup? But you got to do the brows. All right. Oh, this is not ingredients, but this is really cool. It's from Fenty. I had to look it up to figure out how to put it together. Refillable lipsticks. What? You know, I love sustainability. I love sustainable packaging. That's why my Boxycharm cream comes in glass packaging. My hope is that you reuse those jars or at least recycle them. I want to personally help reduce the amount of single-use plastics in our beauty routines, so I try to avoid plastic packaging. Unfortunately, with like the body butters and the lotions, when you get into those 4-ounce and 8-ounce jars, the glass sizes are harder to ship, they're more expensive to ship, and I don't have much overhead. I'm a very, 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 very one-person company right now as Geek Out of Water. So, but my eventual goal is to have like compostable packaging, refills for everything. So bravo Fenty for coming up with this, because this, I'm guessing, is a custom component that they had made for them, and that is not cheap. So now I gotta remember how this works. Yes, okay, I remember. So you turn the bottom, and that pops the lipstick out of here. And gorgeous nude shade here. Very, very pleased with the shade they sent me. And then when your bullet is done, you can pull this apart. I don't want to do it because I don't know if it'll go back in since it's not finished yet. But this comes apart. When you first get this tube, the little black piece is in here, and I couldn't figure out how to get it out. It's not even secured in there. Just tap the thing on your hand and it'll fall right out of there. But then, you know, you put your lipstick on and you push it in here, and it's just like a little pressurized, click it in, open, and then you buy the refill of this tube. So cool. Bravo Fenty. That's cool. I aspire to have cool, reusable packaging, sustainable things. You know, like I've even looked into like, can I package a body butter in a way that I can sell refills so that even if you originally purchased it in a plastic jar, you can reuse your jar? I don't know. I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying. Stuff is not easy. I did not look up the ingredients on the Professional Speedy Smooth Quick Smoothing Pore Mask, but I do like Professional in general. That line of products from Benefit has been good to me. I like their primers. So yeah. Should we just look at the ingredients real quick? I'm still at a phase where I need to look up a lot of things. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Yeah, silicone, glycerin, kaolin, triglyceride. Yeah, this actually got some hydrating stuff. I was kind of thinking I'd avoid it because I have dry skin and most things for pores are for oily skin. But this actually looks like it would be usable by dry skin. Ooh, they got squalane in here. You know I love me some squalane. Fragrance is at the very, very, very end of the ingredient list. Yeah, there's some extracts in here. Yeah, I'll try it. All right, one more thing with ingredients. This is from, was it Byron? Now I can't remember. New York. Let me show you the logo. That letter on the end, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it an E? Is it an N? I don't remember. Here's why I'm fascinated by it. It's the Basil Dark Spot Correcting Cream. And I'm like, seriously? Basil has skin benefits? What? So I looked it up. And it does. And it's your typical, some of the best things about plants. Antioxidants, and it's got some moisturizing benefits. And it's got vitamin C, which I'm guessing is where they're getting most of the dark spot correcting thingamajig. But then I was reading the description on the back here. A hydrating lightweight cream infused with a concentrated blend of basil and Pro-Fade complex for luminous skin. So I looked up what the heck is their Pro-Fade complex. And it turns out that their Pro-Fade complex is their combination of, it was lemon extract, spinach extract, And where's the word? Hydroxystearic acid. So then I'm like, all right, what does hydroxystearic acid do? So I looked that up, and I was kind of surprised that it's in their, like, the trio of ingredients. It's supposed to be air quotes, but I'm saying you see how my brain works. It's in their trio of ingredients for the pro-fade complex. And I was like, so as far as I can tell, it's an ingredient that is actually a surfactant, so it can be used in cleansers and stuff, but it's also an emollient. I'm guessing that its purpose in this would be emollient, which is like, you know, moisturizer, softening the skin. But I couldn't figure out any other real things, so really the keys to this are basil, lemon, spinach. All right then. Sounds like lunch. But, yeah. So, it was good timing for Ipsy to put a whole bunch of botanical stuff into this month's boxes because I am eyeball deep in botanicals right now. So this skincare formulating program that I'm taking, it is out of the UK. And I wanted to do an international program because eventually I would like to sell outside of the US, and the regulations, particularly in the EU, are way stricter than the United States. And I would, of course, need to meet those regulations to sell my products in those countries. So I wanted to learn them from, straight from the horse's mouth. So Formula Botanica is where I'm taking my program. And it's an online program. They open it up a couple times a year. Like, I don't think you can sign up at any time. I think you have to wait for the next cycle. So anyway, why was I telling you that story? The botanicals. So it's a natural skincare formulators certification program. So no synthetics. Now, they use the definition of natural that includes naturally derived. It doesn't mean it's unprocessed. Does this mean that I'm going to be only formulating 100% natural stuff from now on? No, because I'm also a believer in science. But this helps me in two ways. Number one, it helps me learn the regulations over the pond so I can get my stuff. I get emails from you guys all the time saying, when are you going to ship to XYZ place? And as soon as I can get my head around the regulations, I will do so. That's part of why I'm doing this. But the other thing is I'm vegetarian. I'm not always vegan. I do prefer vegan products. I don't want beeswax in my products, but I'm not fully vegan, and I am cruelty-free in preference. I will say cruelty-free also, another word that's not exactly regulated, so it depends what your definition is. I do think that the companies that sell in mainland China where animal testing is required by law, they are not cruelty-free because they're allowing their products to be tested on animals. There are companies, especially the big ones, that are working really hard on research and development with China to attempt to get those laws changed. So there are companies that would not be technically cruelty-free because they sell in mainland China, but their practices are they source cruelty-free ingredients, they don't test on animals themselves, they make sure their suppliers are not testing on animals. So, like, they're cruelty-free here, but because they sell in mainland China, they're not cruelty-free. So yes, I do review products that are not cruelty-free when they fall under that definition. If I find, and I don't even know if there even are any left in the United States that actually do animal testing on their products themselves, it's just, I think we're way past that. Maybe there are some, but that's where I would not support a company that does animal testing actively themselves. That gray area, if they're cruelty-free except for selling in China, well, it depends. I'm not getting myself into any new brands that aren't cruelty-free. That's kind of a rule I set for myself like 5-6 years ago, something like that. But anyway, tangents. Same with animal products and same with synthetic products. So making something all natural, like I bought some beeswax because there aren't many good vegan alternatives for the kinds of projects that I have to do for my homework to get this certificate, this certification. I prefer not to use animal-based products. I have a heavy preference in my own things that I make. So like the tattoo balm, that it's not available yet. I'm still testing it with people, but I love it. I think I did a really good job on it. I wanted something non-greasy and vegan without coconut oil because coconut oil dries out my skin. They're hard to work with. The vegan alternatives to the waxes, that beeswax works really well, but I made it work. And so in my world, I'm going to make it work as much as I can. I'm testing a hair pomade right now. There is a synthetic alternative to beeswax. No, it's derived from beeswax. It's not a synthetic. It's a derivative of beeswax. So it's not vegan. But whenever I have a product that has an ingredient in it that is not vegan, I say so. I explicitly in my description say, this is not a vegan formulation because it has XYZ ingredient in it. Most of my products, I try really hard to source as many vegan things as I can. I don't want animal products if I can avoid them. It's also a cost issue in some cases, because I can't charge $60 for my face cream. Therefore, buying it in artisan quantity, like small business quantities of ingredients, a lot of these alternatives are really, really expensive. Anyway, tangents. So that's where I've been. That's what I'm up to. I'm so busy in the best ways possible. I have so many good things coming. Sign up for my email list if you haven't already. I will put a link down below. I've been loving emailing back and forth with you guys through my email list. I've got a bunch of new products coming. I send out testing, the first 10 people to reply will get a free sample in the mail to test out as long, just fill out a survey for me. That's all I ask in exchange. So that's on my email list. Follow me on Facebook. I've been trying to post updates there as well. And yeah, that's all the things. I'll be keeping you posted. And like I said, I have so many things I need to film for here. What day is today? I'm filming this on Tuesday, so this is Wednesday's video. We'll see. I hope I get something up for Friday as well, so I can at least finish this week on a positive note. And I should be able to film this weekend, so next week should be fine. No, I can't film this weekend. I'm going to North Carolina. Oh, next week's going to be sketchy, but I'm off work. So, well, I'm starting my summer class, but it's remote, so I'll be at home. That saves me literally 2+ hours a day of commuting time. All right, yeah, that's all the things. I don't know. It's just, my life is crazy right now. But thank you for coming along for the ride, because it's crazy in the best way possible. It's crazy in such a good way. And I'm having fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying. I'll take you along for the ride with everything I can. If you have any questions, let me know about anything. Hit me up. I'm way behind on my YouTube comments. I would say message me on Instagram, but I'm always way behind there to email me. I'm way behind everywhere, but I will eventually get to everything. I will. I catch up eventually. It'll happen in the next 2 weeks. Catching up will happen. Keep an eye out. We'll do an anniversary party. This is probably an hour-long video at this point. Oh my god. Yeah, it just about is. We'll have an anniversary party. Have a giveaways, some stuff, and yeah, that's all the things. As always, thanks a lot for taking so. Patreon. I've been trying to keep up over there too. I've been doing better. I post sales and things that I find, and Wirecutter just did some reviews of the best mascaras. I posted that over there today. Go follow me on Patreon. There's a free option. You don't have to pay. There's paid tiers as well if you want to support my work. But there's free stuff too. Follow me over there. As always, Thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to get super geeky today. Do you like geeking out? If you like geeking out, let me know in the comments. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.